Okay, done. Awesome. All right, so we've got some more people joining. Okay, everybody. Hello, hello. So while we're waiting for more people to join, can you go all into the chat box and you know how it goes? Start with your word today. Let's hear how you're all feeling. Also, where are you? Where in the world are you from? I suppose we're getting people from all over the show, right? Okay, let me remind our group to log on. Okay, so let's hear everybody. What is your word for today? Right, so Karen's saying she's amped from KZN. Nice, awesome, awesome. Anybody else want to share their word for today? Let's have it, everyone. Come, let's get it going. So while you're typing in there, I'm going to call up my presentation for you all to see. Okay, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see it?
100%.
Great. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. So is everybody shy to give us their word for today? Let's hear it, everybody. Let's hear it. Let's hear your word for today. Nice. Okay. So Surieta's on from Cape Town. She's excited to learn. Yvette, oh, you lucky. She's refreshed from a holiday. Nice. In PE. Okay. I want to use your new one, M. Okay. That sounds good. No problem, Anna, whatever that might be. All righty. Okay, this sounds exciting. So let's dive right into it, everybody, because I'm going to, okay, Anna's starting to give away some stuff. Interesting. Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm going to try and finish in like 35 minutes, keeping our sessions a little bit shorter, more to the point, giving you lots of content and value. Okay, so my question to you all today that is on this call right now is, do you want to be the best? Or do you want to be number one and the best and number one? So let me hear, what is your answers? Oh, okay, so we've got one big fat yes answer. Oh, nice, heck yes answer, good. Okay, what else? Let's hear. Let's hear. Oh, I was expecting a lot more yeses. Okay, yes, we do. Both yes. Nice. Okay, and I have some more people joining. Right. Okay, goody, goody. Who's on the Galaxy A2 core? Please let me know who you are. Yvette says yes, both. Okay, so I want to make sure, okay, you've said yes, but let's just do a very quick check to make sure that you're in the right place and I'm going to deliver exactly what you're expecting today. So I just want you to answer in the chat box the following questions, okay? And you can just say yes to all or whatever. So question number one is, I want to be the best, okay? Or we want to be the best, can be ours or we's. Number two, I want to make more money and for my staff to make more money. Number three, I want to be the salon or spa that everyone talks about and that everyone takes pictures of and is excited about. And number four, I want to have referrals pouring in and Google reviews at 5 stars. Okay, does this resonate with you? So answer yes or no. Okay, Nungo, there we go. Yes, of course. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, lovely. Lots of yeses here. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. I want to hear from more of you on the call. Yvette says yes. Okay. The Galaxy, can you please tell me who you are? I don't want to call you Galaxy. Please tell me who you are. And Karen says yes to all. Okay, brilliant. So we're all on the same page. Hello, Karen. So nice to have you on. Nice. Goody, goody. Okay, and Karen says yes, of course, to all of them as well. Okay, so this is a rhetorical. Oh, hello, Joyce. Lovely to have you on, darling. Okay. So I want you to think about something while we're going through the presentation today, because I'm coming back to this, what it takes to be the best, after I share some insights with you. But I want you to think about, what would it take? Okay, so just whilst you're listening to me, think about, what would it take for your business, for you and your team to be the best and to be number one? What would it take? Okay, you don't have to answer that. I want you to think about it. Hang on to that thought, because we're coming back to it in a couple of minutes. Okay, so not sure if you all know, but we were very privileged to be able to go to the iSpa conference in Las Vegas. Okay, and we're going to share a little bit of what we found, what is really trending there and hot and on fire. Okay, so it was absolutely awesome to be in a room with 2,500 professionals, mainly from all over the United States. So that was really something to see. And we had a lot of insights being shared, which I'm going to share across with you today and give you a lot to think about, because basically my brain has been on fire since I left there. Okay, then I want to tell you all a very quick story. This beautiful lady in the middle of these pictures, her name is Janelle. She is one of our members of Spa Professionals Guild. And we've been working with Janelle since 2020. Since 2020, that is 3 years now, we've been working with her. And we've been working with her remotely and have never met her. So the reason I'm showing this is because this was a momentous occasion for us to finally meet her face to face. And this lady's success story is so magnificent. I'm sure you've all read about it, but together with all of our efforts and together with everything that she's done with Spa Professionals Guild and everything that she's learned, Janelle has doubled her revenue, basically doubled her figures year on year since starting to work with us. So it was just amazing to meet her in person and for her to meet us, of course. And yeah, it was really awesome. So I just wanted to show you all. And I'm sure Janelle's going to be watching this recording a bit later on, and to say it was the most wonderful experience to meet you in real life. Okay, so as you all know, sharing is caring. So I'm going to share with you today some of our findings, and I want you again to look at what appeals to you, okay? But most importantly, okay, is I want you to stop yourself from making excuses when you see something or when you hear something. If an excuse comes into your brain, I want you to stop yourself from making those excuses, okay? So no more excuses. We just want results, okay? We want to find a way to implement, and this is all going to connect a little bit towards the end of the presentation on how you can take your business and yourself to being number one. And really, as you all know, it starts with a mindset change, and that's why I want you to go into this with an open mindset and a very creative mindset today. Okay, do I have a deal? Can I have deal in the chat box, everybody? Can I have the word deal in the chat box before I move on? Okay, so no excuses. You're going to go into this with an open mindset, and you're going to just allow everything I share with you today to trigger that winner mindset. Okay, so I want to start off by sharing this, this quote. I love it. Losers let it happen. So things just happen to them, right? Whereas winners make it happen, or they make things happen. Okay, this is quite an amazing quote. Right, so the first one is red light therapy. Now, it's not the traditional red light therapy as we know it, so that LEDs that are on the face. We're now taking red light therapy to a new place. And this is combining it with any treatment as an add-on. So I'm going to show you a few more pictures. So for example, if you want to do a body massage, you're going to do it on the red light mat. Okay. What are the benefits of red light therapy? As you all know, for the face, but now we're taking it to the body. So we're working on a different level here. Anti-aging, improving of blood circulation. When you improve blood circulation, you improve scarring, you improve stretch marks, you improve cellulite. It is regenerative and healing. So if somebody's got a wound, it helps the wound heal faster. If somebody's been in for surgery, it helps them heal quicker. It also, by the way, maximizes the efficiency and the performance of your brain. So, including red light therapy to any treatment, whether it's a facial, whatever it is, a pedicure, whatever the client is having, it's now including red light therapy into that. Or you take it a step further and they're starting to make red light therapy pods. So some of them look like this one that I was lying in, and others look like sunbeds, like a lie down sunbed. The whole idea behind this is for as much skin as possible to be on the red light, and for the red light to be as close as possible to your body. Okay, so you wouldn't want to go on it clothed like I was. You would want to go on it with as little clothing as possible to receive maximum benefits. Okay, the next one is virtual reality. Now, I've been talking to you about VR for a long time. We're in quite deep discussions with a company with regards to doing VR, because I don't know if any of you here on this call have ever experienced a virtual reality treatment in the wellness aspect. So not playing computer games but more VR for wellness, VR for spa, VR for salon. But I have been on and on about this, about how we need to introduce virtual reality into treatments like pedicures, because clients just sit there, or manicures, by the way. Instead of just sitting there and having their hands and feet done, you can now elevate that experience and take it to a new level by introducing VR. So I want to say that we were introduced to VR about 10 years ago. It's the first time I actually ever heard about it. A company launched and they tried to break into the marketplace. And it was quite interesting how absolutely nobody took to this. They then started trying to rent out their units. And now, 10 years later, I'm going to say to all of you to embrace this. It is here. It is only going to get bigger, better, and more wow. And why do I say that with such confidence? Because every single consumer on the marketplace right now is looking for an experience. And I don't want you to forget that, because I'm going to touch on it in a couple of minutes. They want something that they've never had before. They want to feel things that they've never felt before. Okay, and VR has the power to do that. Then salt inhalation therapy. So this was super, super interesting, because I always thought like you need to go into a salt room with salt on the walls. And I've been seeing these beautiful colored bricks that look like Himalayan salt bricks. But we learned that actually the bricks and the salt on the wall or the salt on the floor have absolutely nothing to do with salt inhalation therapy. It's all in the unit. And if you follow my cursor here, on the right-hand side, you see this little bowl-looking thing. That is actually where the salt comes out of. So it's almost compared to a steam room. That's what I can compare it to, but it's not a steam room. The important points with this is to make sure that your client is warm, to make sure that it's in a small space. The bigger the space, the more diluted the concentration of that salt is going to be. The best part of this is that it's a therapist-free area. You need a very small space to make this happen. I think this little room that Anna was sitting in is a 2x1 room. It's tiny, or 2x1.5. And you can also do memberships for salt inhalation, and you can combine it with a sound bath or a sound therapy journey whilst they're having their inhalation therapy. Okay, this was massive there. There must have been at least 4 or 5 different exhibitors. In fact, what was great about this conference is that they had an experience zone, an experience area where you go to experience different types of therapies. And there must have been 3 different salt inhalation therapy areas, all done up in different ways. One was done up to look like a sauna. The other one, my favorite one, was this one where you actually just lie down. The music is gorgeous. The lighting is gorgeous. And you can actually see the salts coming out of that unit on the right-hand side. Okay, so I'm going to touch on this again because we saw a couple of things that have to do with creating experiences. And I want you to remember this word because it has to do with what I'm going to talk to you about a little bit later on as well. So this is a massive trend, okay? It's called a shower mist. So I don't know if any of you ever remember shower bombs. So the shower bombs are gone. So they're those little bath bombs that instead of putting them in the bath, you put them in the bottom of your shower. And as the water hits it, so an aromatherapy burst experience comes out. So very interesting. Those are gone now. And the shower mists or the shower sprays are unbelievable that are out there. So it's something definitely that the consumer is looking for, an experience at home. So lucky for us, one of the brands that we manufacture in part of one of my businesses actually makes these products with an outcome. So there's a therapy mist that can be used in the shower for concentration. There's one for calming. There's one for boosting of the immune system and boosting of your energy, giving you an energy boost. And these simply, you just spray them as you get into the shower. They are super concentrated, so you cannot spray too much. And the smell, you're getting a smell therapy that lingers on whilst you're having your shower. And it's that hot water that keeps that smell going. So this was, but everywhere we turned, these shower mists in all the retail stores, at the airports, all over the show. So this is definitely something to look into. And then something that I don't see that our spas and salons have tapped into a lot is drinks, experience drinks. Okay, so for example, collagen drinks. Yes, I see a lot of us selling collagen powders. I see that everywhere, but I don't see us having a collagen drink as an option for a drink for a client to drink as part of their service. This was massive there. So flavored collagen, and they are, by the way, delicious. So I'm not a great fan of the collagen drinks. They taste very, I don't know, collagen-y to me. But I don't know if that's the right word, but these drinks are just next level. Okay. So here, the ideas I want to give you is think about how to take, and this comes in with the next part of my presentation to you today, how to take your refreshments to the next level. Okay. Then very in overseas is CBD coffees, mushroom or psychedelic coffees, collagen coffees. I mean, how's this superfood coffee? This superfood coffee has a maca root, which improves immunity and libido. Then it has MCT powder, which reduces food cravings and avoids those jitters that you get from caffeine. I mean, this is next level stuff. So now we're no longer just serving normal coffees. We're serving a drink that people love with an outcome. Okay, how does that sound, everyone? Cool, right? Okay, add-ons, add-ons, add-ons. What I love about this is I've been talking about add-ons for probably 5 years. All of a sudden now, add-ons has become the biggest thing in any spa menu or salon menu you can think of. It's like you cannot have anything without an add-on. So just some of the add-ons that are trending at the moment is wood therapy of every shape and size. So it's instead of silicone cups, wooden cups. Instead of stone gua shes for the face, you get wooden ones now. Because of the more natural and the ability for a wooden one to be able to be used on bodies as well. Okay, so that's super gorgeous. These heating, so we all know hot stones, right? Yes, but now people want experiences. They want something different. So these are hot shells that actually heat up, and you can do a massage and get into different areas of the body with these heated shells. Okay. All right. So that's that about what I have to share with you. Those are the standouts. Yes, of course, there was a lot more, but nothing stood out as much as the items that I've showed you. Okay, so what do you think, everybody? Give me some feedback in the chat box before I move on to the last little section of the presentation. What has made so far the biggest impression, or which one are you most intrigued with at the moment? Let me know. Let me know in the chat box. I want to hear. Okay, Cora, hello, dear. She loves the collagen drinks. Yes, nice. Me too. Okay, collagen drinks. Anybody else? Some more feedback? Would love to hear. Yvette loves the shower mists. Yes, the shower experiences are, we were quite shocked to see them all over the show. Danae, VR. Yes, Danae, I'm totally intrigued at the moment and completely focused on VR. Salt inhalation, CBD, collagen drinks. Okay, stunning, nice. Okay, good. Red light therapy, collagen drinks, hot shells, VR. Corin loves it all. Dominique, hello. So nice to have you on. She loves the shower mists. Isabella says they're all very interesting. Okay. Right, next question for you all. Today is a little bit of an interactive session, please. Heather says the red light therapy. Yes. Heather, that red light therapy has my brain on a buzz as well, especially because I'm trying to find those mats for us. They sell them in the US, which is great. It's just really quite a process to be able to get them in here. Okay, so how does the word unreasonable make you feel? So just how does it make you feel when you hear that word unreasonable? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, perhaps? Yeah, okay. Nungo, it makes her feel anxious, okay? Tell me how that word makes you feel. Unreasonable. Just if you have to just hear that word on its own. Okay, makes me feel like somebody wants to argue, right? Okay, Karen says uneasy. Okay. I love this because that's exactly how I felt when I heard this word the first time. Nungo, irritable, anxious. Yeah. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do today to you on edge, Danae, is I'm going to make you fall in love with this word the same way that we have fallen in love with the word. Karen says scary. Okay. And I'm going to introduce you to somebody who has made a massive impression on me this year. In fact, the biggest impression ever. And this is this gentleman by the name of Will Guidara. His book, by the way, is right there in front of you. It's called Unreasonable Hospitality. He spoke to us about his personal experience with taking his restaurant, he's in the restaurant business, to #1 globally, and how he did it. And the word that he used to describe what he did to get him to number one was the word unreasonable. So when he said that at first, I thought, good grief, this is very strange. Why would unreasonable, this word that makes me feel so anxious and irritated and like somebody wants to argue with you, get you to being number one? And I'm going to share that with you today. Okay. But before I do that, I want to change your mindset about this word called unreasonable. Look at this quote by George Bernard Shaw. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. How's that for a quote? Doesn't that actually give you goosebumps? Next one. If you had to see something like this happen in front of your own eyes, so you physically saw a goldfish jump out of the bowl and into another bowl on its own, wouldn't you think to yourself, that is unreasonable, that is impossible, cannot happen, right? Yet it is fascinating. It is, I mean, you just want to be that one fish, right? Next quote, be unreasonable. Your success depends on it. Next one, love this one as well. It says, don't listen to people who say, be reasonable. Instead, be unreasonable. As a result, you will allow possibility, creativity, and magic into your life. You're starting to change your mind slowly about this word? Maybe? Okay. So now I want to give you 4 ways that you can become an unreasonable person. Okay? Because that's what we're all embracing here today. Remember at the beginning, you told me deal to opening up your mindset, right? Being open about what you are going to hear today. So number 1 is stop looking for reasons not to do something, because that's what a reasonable person does. They say, I can't do this because I don't have money. I can't do this because I don't have time. Oh, that's my favorite one. I don't have time. Okay. So that is being a reasonable person, because you're looking for reasons why you cannot do something. Number 2 is take action fast. So speed of implementation. Do it and do it now. And I've been telling you this for years, right? Number 3, I loved this one, is act on your gut instinct and just trust it. Okay, start trusting your gut a little bit more. And number 4, make a choice to do something different and move in that direction. So don't be guided to do something different. Don't be lured to do something different. Choose it. Say, I am going to do this. And this is what I'm going to do to move in that direction. Is this making sense, everybody? Because now we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this in the next 15 minutes, and then we're done. Okay. So you might be saying, okay, this all sounds good. How do I become unreasonable? You've given me 4 points, but how does that get me to becoming the best, like Will Gadara was or is, right? How do you get to getting your business to being the one that we spoke about right in the beginning? Okay, that's spoken about, referrals pouring all over the show. Okay, here you have it, everybody. And I'm going to dive into this a little bit with you. And this is it, by the way. This is the scary part. So all you need to do are these 3 things. Identify all the touch points of your client's experience with your business. Okay, I'm going to show you some touch points in a minute. Number 2 is write the touch points down. I'm going to take you through a few examples. If this doesn't make sense, it will make sense. You're welcome to write this down or take a screenshot of it. And number 3, elevate or make, I'm going to give you another word here, each and every step unreasonable. Make it unreasonable. Okay? You got it? These 3 points. Identify all the touch points, write them down, elevate each and every step. Make each and every touch point unreasonable. Okay, now I want you to dig really deep here. Really, really deep. And I want you to think about something. Are you doing what everybody else does? Maybe a little bit better, but still the same. So let me give you an example. When your client walks into your business, have you taught your receptionist to smile, get up, greet, stand up, body language, look gorgeous? Are you doing that? Let me know if the answer is yes. Okay, because I'm going to give you lots to think about today, but we need to first dig really deep. We need to have that moment of, actually, you're right. That is what I'm doing right now. So yes or no? Everybody, when somebody walks into your business, have you all taught your receptionist or all your staff to big smiles, welcome? Yes, no? Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. Good. So I want you to think about that as we move on. The next thing, do you have a one-size-fits-one approach in your business or a one-size-fits-all approach? And be careful before you say one-size-fits-one very quickly, because if the greeting is similar, maybe the consultation is different and the treatment is slightly adapted, that is still one size fits all. Why do I say that? Because everybody else is doing it, right? They're personalizing it slightly. Number 3, become intentional in your pursuits of creating memories. So I'll give you some examples with this. If it's your client's birthday, how do you become intentional to create a memory that that client will never forget? Is it a little cake with some candles, a little crown? Because everybody's doing that. Okay, so I want you to think about it. How do you become intentional with that client in creating a memory for that person that they will say, I'm not going anywhere else. I'm only going there because of X, Y, and Z. Not because they remember my birthday and I get a candle or a little chocolate. Okay. Now, how do you become intentional? Is by knowing the detail about your clients to make it more personal. This is super important. Because everything that I'm going to tell you, a little that I've told you and I'm going to share with you, means nothing without data. Nothing. So you need to know your client's birthday. You need to know their wedding anniversary. You need to know perhaps their most embarrassing moment in your salon, or the funniest moment that you've had with them in your business, or what's their favorite drink, their favorite color, their favorite chocolate, their favorite meal. What do they love to do? Do they love to shop? Do they love clothing? Do they love fragrances? Now, you really need to know the detail about your clients to become intentional in the pursuits of creating memories. Okay? So now, I want us to think about this openly now together. And I'm only going to give you 2 examples. 1, the client's welcome. What do you do that no one else does? No one else does to welcome your clients into your spa or salon. So this is the moment where you can say nothing. It's okay to do that because that's why you're here today, right? You're here today to learn about how do you become unreasonable? How do you get your business to number one? And let me tell you, if you can get hold of this book and read Will's examples of what he did in his restaurant, just to give you inspiration, then do it. But I'm giving you the steps that he shared with us on how to get your business there. So that's why I said, let's think about this. And I'm going to go share 2 areas with you. So in the client welcome, is there anything that you do that absolutely nobody else on this planet does to welcome your clients into your spa or salon? Yes, no, maybe? Okay. No, I would love to do something. Calming, breathing exercises. So that's really cool, Karen, but there are other people that are doing that at the welcome. There really is. So the reason why, and I'm going back to it, I want you to think about this very carefully, is because you need to put on that unreasonable cap. You need to say, what can I do that absolutely nobody else will do? I don't have the answer for you. I really don't. What I'm trying to do today, Karen says, same old, same old. Aha. So this is what I'm trying to do today to all of you. I am trying to do what Will did with us. He didn't tell us what to do. He didn't. He told us what he did, which got us inspired. And he got us thinking. And he said, right, what are you doing? What are you doing at every touch point? And I'm going to show you a few things now that are going to even blow your brains even more and make you even more, not panicked, but I want you to have a sense of urgency after today's session, to go out there and turn your business into an unreasonable business. Okay. At the checkout, here's my question to you. What do you do that no one else does when you take payment and say goodbye? You might say, oh, I present the bill in a beautiful candy box, or sorry for you, other people are doing it. Or maybe you give them a hug and a kiss goodbye. Other people are doing it. You say, thank you for coming. Other people are doing it. You rebook the appointment. Other people are doing it. So is there something that you do that no one else does when you take payment and say goodbye? Or are we at the same place as at the welcome, which is, I love Karen's words, same old, same old. Are we all doing that? Yes, same old, same old. Aha, so Kara's going, oh gosh, nothing different. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. And this is what I want to see. This is what actually is getting me super excited, is to see that we are doing nothing different. Okay, so I want to take you through the touch points that I think are touch points. You might have more. Please look through this list and tell me if you think there are more touch points. But why I'm sharing this with you is because Will Gadara said, look at every single touch point. Okay? Write it down. Now, I've written down some for you. Then you need to elevate it. Make it unreasonable. And by the way, if any of you are giving yourself the excuses of, oh, I can't do that because it takes money. The one thing he said that I will never forget, he said, this is not about money. This is about memories. This is about experiences. This is about intention. Okay? So here's your touch points. One is when they Google or they look you up. How do they find you? Right? So Google. 2 is your website, because that's probably where they go first. 3 is the phone call, whether it's to inquire about a treatment or, number 4, the booking. Number 5, the confirmation that they get after the booking has been made. Number 6, the reminder that they get the day before. Number 7, their arrival and welcome. Number 8, their consultation. Number 9, or their conversation. Remember, I don't like that word consultation. I call it meaningful conversation. Then number 9, the bathrooms, the toilets, or the change rooms that they go into. That is a touch point. What's happening there? Number 10, the treatment room. Number 11, the start of the treatment. Number 12, the actual treatment. And number 13, the end of the treatment. Number 14, the refreshments. Are they intentional? Are they, I don't know, psychedelic coffees because Marisa loves that, or CBD today because she needs some calming down? Are the refreshments intentional? Then home care, number 15, home care advice and recommendation. What are you doing? I just want to keep reminding you that these are the points that you need to say, what can I do that absolutely nobody else will do? Number 16, the rebooking. Number 17, the checkout, payment, thank you, bye. And number 18, the follow-up call, the thank you for coming here phone call, not the I want to sell you something else phone call, just the thank you for visiting us and thank you for coming here. Can anybody think of any other touch points, perhaps? Okay, so you're very welcome to write these down, because remember what you need to do. Write down the touch points. Then you need to elevate every single one. You need to say, how do I make these 18 touch points unreasonable? Because that, when you get that right, everybody, that is when you are going to be number one. And you'll know it. How will you know it? Fully booked 6 months to a year in advance. Referrals coming in without you asking for them. Your reviews at Google are at 5 million, never mind 5 stars. You will know your revenue is through the roof. You will know when you are at number one. And you can get there. 100% you can get there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Isabella mentioned the facilities areas. Yes, there's another one. So if you do have wet areas and facilities areas, what's happening there to make it different to another spa or salon? Okay, and I want to leave you with the point of surround yourself with winners, with those who will force you to raise your own game. And why I say that is because you are doing exactly that by being here today. You have surrounded yourself with those who are going to force you to raise your game by bringing all of this to your attention, by giving you this shock saying, oh my word, I've got to do something else. I have to do something new and something different. Okay, so here comes a question, and I'm not saying I have it, by the way. I'm just asking, would you like me to start putting together an ebook that is full of ideas on how to be unreasonable in your delivery to your clients? So it will basically be idea starters for you, on Google when they research you, on the website, all of that, just idea starters on how that you can then take them and say, oh my word, this is brilliant, but I'm going to adapt it and do it like this. So before I start this path, because this is not an easy path to go down, right? I just want to see how many of you would like me to do something like this. Oh dear. Okay. I guess I opened up my own can of worms, right? Okay, cool. I'm going to do that, everybody. So just remember, it took Will a year or 2, I think he said, to get his business to number one. I'm not saying that's how long it's going to take me. I'm going to give myself a deadline of probably a month to come up with this ebook for you. And it is a start, right? Because we don't have anything like this. And then what I cannot wait to see is the rollout of this and what happens to our industry as a whole. Because this is how, for example, the restaurant industry, the food industry elevated itself by people like Will. He started almost like a revolution on make yourself unreasonable. Okay, so just a couple of FYIs for you. If you are not already a part of Spa Professionals Guilds, please, everybody, I want to encourage you to join our global learning community. This is the place where you, and a lot of you reach out to me asking me for things, saying, Marisa, I don't know, how do I do a praise sandwich? How do I write an SOP? How do I manage a complaint? How do I delegate correctly? This is where you're going to learn all of this. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything. It just means that you have access to tools that have taken years and years and years, and we keep updating them every single month for that matter. Okay, this human resources one is a brand new one that basically tells you how to come up with an induction plan, your first interview questions, a hiring checklist when you hire staff, how to perform correct KPIs, why you should be doing exit interviews and how to do them, and so on and so on. Lots more here. And then our toolbox, okay, of your daily business analysis, marketing and sales, and then social media as well. Okay. And revenue management. Gosh. Okay. Profit and loss and average docket value ratios, when you should be increasing your prices, and much more. Okay, so take action. For those of you who are not part of us, it really is super simple. You go onto our website and you look up business management course and you enroll as a member on there. Okay, so for those of you who have attended today for the first time this year, I want to remind you of our word for 2023. Who remembers the word, by the way? Who remembers the word for Spa Professionals Guild for 2023? It should be unreasonable, but it's not. And in fact, the word relates to exactly what I've spoken to you about today. Who remembers our word? Oh, nobody. Anyone? Any takers? Yes, well done. Sarita, well done. Amplify. So this word is very appropriate because you are going to amplify every touch point. Instead of elevate, you're going to amplify it that your clients have with your business. And that is going to get you to becoming the best and being number one. So this word is actually super appropriate. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. I hope, I would love to hear quick feedback before I say goodbye, but I would love to hear how you found today's session. How are you feeling in your brains? Are you feeling like as on fire as I was and as excited and unreasonable? That's now a word that I just keep saying all the time. Oh, good, Dominique. I'm so happy. Good, good, good. Thank you for this. Super interesting. Unreasonably stunning. Amazing. Good. Sabella's ideas are running. Inspired. Oh, nice, Cara. Good. Dying to implement new ideas. It's the right time. Okay. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to achieve by today's session. So I'm glad to say that I think my mission was accomplished today. And if I've inspired you and I've motivated you and I've got your brain going in a million different directions, well, then that's the whole goal of today. And then please, everybody, reach out to me if you're not a member of our community, because I'd like to welcome you into it. We've got some exciting changes happening soon, but I can't tell you yet. And yes, then we'll see you again soon. By the way, we have a Q&A on Monday. So don't forget, if there's any questions that you have that you want answered in your business, please send them to me. You can private message me. You can Facebook message me. You can get hold of me. You all know how to get hold of me. But send me those questions. And on Monday, it is a 15-minute live Q&A on Facebook. We're going to go live and we will answer. I've already got probably 3 questions that I've accumulated from the social media post. And it's quite great to quickly pop in and listen to it, because I'm sure you might not have thought of those questions, but when you hear them, you'll go, oh, yes, that's a good question. Actually, I'd like the answer to that. Okay, Karen's brain is on fire. I'm happy to hear that, Karen. And I'm so happy to have you join us. Well done, all the way from Namibia. Awesome to have you here. Thank you for the amazing, unreasonable information. It is a pleasure. Okay, everybody, have the most amazing afternoon. Finish nice and early. Love you all and see you soon. Ciao.